Hello guys. So in the last session, we seen about the polymorphism concept. So I hope everyone is clear up to the polymorphism concept. So still you are having any doubts? So you can pick me. So we'll discuss that doubts. So now we are going to see the most important topic. So what is that most important topic means? Abstraction. So what is that most important topic? So abstraction. So what is the most important topic? Abstraction. So abstraction. So abstraction. So abstraction is one of the most important topics. So in abstraction, so up to now, what are the concepts we studied? So classes, methods, objects, constructor, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding. So all the concepts it will apply in this abstraction. So that's why I'm telling this topic is a most important topic. Okay. So what is meant by abstraction? So first we'll see. So what is the definition of the abstraction? So before going the definition of the abstraction, first we have to know what is meant by abstract. What is meant by abstract? So abstract means what? So I hope everyone is completed your BE. Everyone is completed your BE. So whenever you are doing the project in your BE, so each and every person they are doing the separate projects, but almost all the people done the project. So in your project, so what is the first page you are mentioning in your project? So what is the first page you are mentioning? Some abstract page. So almost all who did the project in BE, so everyone knows. So what is the first page of your project? So abstract. So what is that abstract? So total whatever the project you did, so that project overview you are keeping. So what is the abstract? So overview. So first overview of that project we are showing in that abstract page. So in case first of all everyone has to do the project, means what they will do, everyone require the abstract of that project. So what is that abstract means? So internally what are the things you mentioned, so that nobody they don't want that things, so just everyone wants that overview of that project. So that is called the abstract. So first what is meant by abstract? So abstract means it's a overview. So in your finally your projects, so what you are mentioning, so just you are mentioning the overview of your project. So example, so I did some project about sensors. So first what I'm doing, so how my project is working, so what are the tools I used in the project. So if I want to design some sensors, or if I want to design some processors, so what are the tools we used, so what are the technologies we used, so that everything we are going to keep in that abstract. So that abstract is nothing but overview. So what is meant by abstract? So abstract is nothing but it's called a overview. So total the overview of the project we are using in that abstract. So this is the general. So this is a general definition of the abstract. So abstract means what? It's a overview. So this is a general definition. So abstraction, what is the general definition? It is called the overview. It is called the overview of your project. So then coming to some real time examples. So come to some real time examples. So real time examples. So what is a real time example? So take for example, so engine of the car. So engine of a car. So engine of a car. So where the engine is available? So inside a car. So can you able to see the engine? So we cannot able to see the engine in the car, but so the work of engine. So work of engine. So we can see. So inside a car we cannot able to see the engine, but the work of the engine. So we can see how the engine is going to work internally. So that internal work we can So that internal work, so we cannot, what, the internal work we cannot see, but how the car will run, so we can see. So the work of the engine is what? So the car is running, but how internally it is converting into some petrol. So petrol means what? So you are pouring some, so petrol inside the car. So how that petrol is converting into, so some mechanical energy into our energy, so that everything we cannot see, but this the work of that petrol we can see. So just the work of that engine we can see how the engine will work. So just if I start my car, so my car will go to the front, but how that internally the engine is working, so that everything we cannot see, but we can see the work of the engine. So what is the work of the engine? Our car will move, but internally how the engine is working, so we cannot see. So here also same thing. So petrol we can see, but internally how the petrol is working, so we cannot see that work of the petrol internally. So here also same thing. So just overview of your project we can see, but internally how the project is working, so we cannot see. So that is called the abstract. So the abstract is just, it is nothing but overview. So in a programmatic format, so how we can tell the definition of the abstraction means, so hiding. So hiding the internal, so hiding the internal implementation. So hiding the internal implementation and showing function, and showing function to user. So this is called the abstraction. So what is meant by abstraction in our Java? So what is the definition of the abstraction? So hiding the internal implementation and showing the function to the user. So hiding the internal implementation and showing the function to the user. So take another example. So everyone will go to the ATM. So everyone will go to the ATM. So after going to the ATM, so I'm having some options. So what are the options I'm having? For example, so withdrawal and deposit. So what are the options I'm having? So I'm having the options of withdrawal and I'm having the options of deposit. So now you want to withdraw some money. So what I will do? Just I will select the withdrawal and I will enter 1000 rupees. So once if I enter the 1000 rupees, so I got, so 2 into 200. So 1 into 500. So 1 into 100. So I got two 200 rupees notes, 100 rupee note, one 500 rupee note. So if I count, so I got 1000 rupees. But just I entered 1000 rupees. So at the end, I received the 1000 rupees cash. But how internally the amount is calculating, like 2 into 200, so like 1 into 500, so 1 into 100. So this is called the internal implementation of the withdrawal function. So how internally the 1000 rupees is calculating, so we cannot see that calculation, but finally just we will receive the cash 1000 rupees at the end, but how internally it is performing, so we cannot see that performance. So that is nothing but abstraction. So just hiding the internal implementation and showing the function to the user, so that is called the abstraction. So what is meant by abstraction? So just hiding this internal implementation. So just it is showing the withdrawal function to me. Just it will show the withdrawal function to me. But how internally it is calculating, so we cannot see that calculation. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear with the abstraction definition. So what is the definition of the abstraction? So hiding the internal implementation and showing the functionality to the user. So what is the examples? We can tell real-time examples. So engine of the car. So just we'll see the work of the engine, but how the engine is internally working, we cannot see. So just we can see the withdrawal function. We can just receive the 1000 rupees cash, But how internally that 1000 rupees is? So now I hope so everyone is clear with this abstraction definition. So now everyone is clear with what? Abstraction definition. So what is the abstraction definition? So hiding the internal implementation and showing the functionality to user. So these are all the real-time examples of the abstraction. So now we will see so how to implement this abstraction in our programming. So now immediately what we have to see now, so how to implement this abstraction. So how to implement this abstraction in our program. So if we want to implement this abstraction in our program, so we have to merge all the topics. So we have to merge all the topics means what? So up to now what are the topics we studied? So we studied so what is a class, what is a method, so what is inheritance, what is polymorphism. So all the topics. So including if and else and switch conditions also. So all the topics. So combinedly we can use here and we can write one program. Okay, so whenever we are doing the abstraction concept, so better, so what is the first step we have to do means, so what are your requirements? So that requirements we have to make a note. Okay, so what are all the requirements? So first we have to make a note. Okay, so I will tell you in another page. See, so another example for this abstraction, I will tell you. So this is also one of the real-time example. So clearly follow the example. Okay. So clearly follow. What is the example I am seeing? So now tell me. So I hope everyone using the mobiles. Everyone is using the mobiles. So nowadays everyone is using the mobiles. So example. So I am using Samsung. So for example, I am using the Samsung mobile. Which mobile I am using? So Samsung mobile. So just I am telling so how to design the program for the abstraction. Okay. So how to design the program for the abstraction. Okay. So now I hope everyone knows the Samsung mobile. Everyone knows the Samsung mobile. So now tell me, whenever if I buy the Samsung mobile, so defaultly the Samsung will contains the camera option. So defaultly the Samsung mobile will contains the which option? So camera option. Okay, so defaultly whenever if I buy the Samsung mobile, so Samsung people are providing so which option defaultly? So the camera option defaultly they are providing. Okay, so now so three persons is there. So who are the three persons? So take three persons. Okay. So now what these three persons did? So three persons buy the Samsung mobile. So three persons buy the Samsung mobile. So now I am the Sai. So Sai buy the which Samsung mobile? So Sai buy the J7 mobile. Okay. So now some another person. So Ram is there. So Ram buy the S20 mobile. So Ram buy the which mobile? S20 mobile. So some other. So John is there. So John also buy the S9. So Galaxy. So he buy the which mobile? So S9. So this J7, this S20, so this S9. So 3 belongs to the which model? Samsung model. So 3 belongs to the which model? So Samsung model. So now the Samsung is providing the which feature? So Samsung is providing the camera feature. So if the Sai will buy the Samsung mobile, so defaultly in Sai mobile camera will come. So Ram mobile also, so camera will come. So John mobile also, camera will come. All these three mobiles, so what is the common feature will come? So camera is the common feature. Why? Who is providing this camera option? So the Samsung is providing this camera feature. So if you buy J7, if you buy S20, if you buy S9, so all these three persons buy the which mobile? Samsung mobile. So J7 is also one of the brand of the Samsung. S20 is also one of the brand of the Samsung. S9 is also one of the brand of the Samsung. So now which feature Samsung is providing? So camera feature. Just Samsung is providing the camera feature. That's all. Samsung is providing just camera feature. So now J7 is implementing the camera feature. So in J7, so they designed the camera as an 32 megapixel. So in S20, S20, so what is the feature they provided? So 48 megapixel. So in S9, so they are providing the 16 megapixel. Okay. So observe the difference clearly. So three are using the Samsung feature. So three members are using the camera, Samsung feature camera. But J7 they are providing 32 megapixel camera. So S20 people they are providing the 48 megapixel camera. So S9 people they are providing the 16 megapixel camera feature. Okay. So my method name is same here, but my internal implementation is different. Okay. But total for these three, what is the common feature I am using here? So camera. So camera is a common feature. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear with this example. So now I hope so everyone is clear with this example. So now everyone is clear with this example. So now I will tell you in this what is abstract. So what is the use of the abstraction in this? So now for these three people, so what is the common class I am using? So Samsung. So that's why I am taking the Samsung is an abstract class. So now I am taking Samsung is an which class? Abstract class. So remaining all are so normal classes. So remaining all are so normal classes. So which one is the common feature? So that common feature we can take as an abstract. So that common feature we can take as an abstract. So now in these three, what is the common method we are using? So camera. So just camera. So camera I am taking as a abstract method. So camera I am taking as a which method? Abstract method. So just what is the common feature we are using? So that common feature. So we have to use as an abstract feature. So what is the main use of the abstraction here? So hiding this internal implementation. So internal implementation means what? So the people are using which internal implementation is, we don't know that implementation. Why? Each and every feature, each and every user, each and every feature is different. But the name of the feature is common. For all the three things, so what is a common feature? Camera is a common feature. So that common feature I am taking as an abstraction here. Okay. So that common feature I am taking as an abstraction. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear why I am using the Samsung is abstract. For these three people, what is a common? Abstract. Okay. That abstract is nothing but Samsung. For this common which method I am using? So camera. So camera I am using the which method? Abstract method. So camera, it will go to the J7. According to the J7, it will perform. If I go to the S20, so according to the S20, it will perform. It will go to the S9. According to the S9, so it will perform. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear. So still if you are having any doubts, so you can ask me. Okay, no problem. So in which line you are facing your error? So in which concept here in abstraction you are not understanding? So you can just pick me and you can ask me the doubt, or you can just message me. So I will explain you. So now I hope everyone is clear with this abstraction. So now everyone is clear with this. Means now I will tell you how to write a program for this. So this is the just structure of the abstraction. So first, whenever we are doing the abstraction, so whenever you are doing the abstraction, so first step what you have to do, so better you have to draw the diagram like this. So if you draw the diagram like this, so it is very easy for you. Okay, so now we'll see the example for this. Okay, so one more time I am telling, so what is the definition of the abstraction we told? So abstraction, so abstraction means what? So hiding the internal implementation and showing so function to user. So hiding the internal implementation and showing the function to user. So now question is how to access the abstraction. So how to access the abstraction? So by using abstract keyword. So how we can access the abstraction? By using abstract keyword. So if you want to access the abstraction, we have to use the abstract keyword. So where we can use this abstract keyword means, so we can use for class and we can use for method. So where we can use this abstract keyword, so we can use for the class and we can use for the method. So if you use for the class, it will become the abstract class. If you use for the method, so it will become the abstract method. So in which cases we can go for the abstraction? Only common things. So what are all the common things we are using? For that common things only, so we have to go for the abstraction concept. So just I'm writing the program here. See, so first I'm taking class Samsung. So if I want to make this class is an abstract class, so we have to write so abstract, so public abstract Samsung. So public abstract, so public class abstract Samsung. So now so I am opening the curly braces. And what is a common method we have to take? So that method we can mention. So public. Normally you are declaring the method like this. So public void. So camera. But I am using the which keyword here? Abstract. So if I use the abstract keyword, so it will become the abstract method. So one more thing we have to observe. So whenever you are using abstract method, so I'm writing one point here. So abstract method does not contain so any body. So abstract method does not contain any body. So what is the body of the method? What is the body of the method? So like this, open bracket and close bracket. So abstract method does not contain any body. So just we can end with the semicolon. So this is the abstract class and abstract method. Why here I have to end with the semicolon? Here I am not giving any implementation. So just I am declaring, that's all. Just I am giving the declaration and implementation I am using in the another class. Okay. So hiding the internal implementation, showing the function. What is my function? So camera is just like a function. User will see only this function. How this function is internally implementing. So the user cannot see. So now I am taking one normal class. So class. Only one abstract class is enough. The common thing we can take as an abstract class. Just the common thing we can take as an abstract class. So now what I am doing, I am just creating so class. So class J7. So inside the J7, so now what I am doing, I am taking so public so void camera. So J7 extends. So J7 extends Samsung. So why J7 extends Samsung? So J7 is one of the model of the Samsung. So J7 is one of the model of the Samsung. So what is the method? Camera. So for this camera, now internal implementation I am declaring. So just example, I am giving system.out.println. I am giving some so 48 megapixel. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear with this. So just I'm taking the normal class J7 extends Samsung. So whenever the user is calling, so user will see only this camera. So how this camera is internally implementing, so that user cannot see. So that user cannot see. So how this is implementing internally, so that thing user cannot see. Okay. So how this is internally implementing. So this internal implementation user cannot see. So user can able to see only that camera. User can see only that camera. So if I see camera, how internally it is running, user cannot see. Okay. So now everyone is able to understand the abstraction. Okay. So now same example. So now we will build in the Eclipse. So now you can observe. So we can observe here the difference between the abstract class and non-abstract class. So now I am taking Samsung. See, this is a Samsung. This is a Samsung. So now this Samsung I am making as a abstract class. So whenever if you make your class is an abstract, so here observe the difference. So the A symbol will come. So whenever here the A symbol will come, so this is a which class? Abstract class. So this is a which class? Abstract class. So if I remove, so we cannot see here A symbol. Okay. So if I use the abstract only, there you can see the A symbol. So now here I am mentioning. So public abstract void so camera. So now if I try to give the brackets, here, so immediately it will throw the error. So abstract methods do not specify a body. So abstract methods do not specify a body. So always we have to end with the semicolon. So now normally I am creating the class. So what is the class I am creating? So example ES20 I am creating. So now S20 is going to extends Samsung. S20 is going to extends Samsung. So what is the method we have to implement here? So public void. So what is the method name? Camera is a method name. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear. So this is the just camera. So the internal implementation I am giving here. So that internal implementation I am giving here. So here I am giving so 48 megapixel. So this is the internal implementation of this camera. So hiding this internal implementation and just showing this function to the user. So this is an example of the abstraction. Okay, so now I hope everyone is clear up to now. So now I hope everyone is clear with this abstraction. Just this is a very basic example of the abstraction. This is a very basic example of the abstraction. Okay, so now see, so public void camera. So how to call this one? So normally we can go to the class main. See, so now whenever we are using the abstraction concept, okay, so obviously, definitely it is a mandatory to use a dynamic binding concept. Okay, so the mandatory to use here dynamic binding concept. So what is the concept of dynamic binding? So from the reference of base class, we are creating the objects to the derived class. So what is the base class here? So Samsung is a base class. So what is a derived class? S20 is a derived class. So observe the difference clearly. First I'm creating an object for the Samsung. So Samsung, S is the object. So S equals to new S20. Okay, so now S dot, so I'm calling camera. I'm calling the which method? Camera method. So observe clearly. So the camera is a which method? Abstract method. The camera is a which method? It is an abstract method. Coming from which class? Directly it is coming from Samsung class. So this is the function. So this is the user will see this function. How internally this camera method is performing. So the user cannot see. So always the user can see the which function. So this abstract function only. So here camera is a which function? Camera is a abstract function here. So now if I run, so it will print 48 megapixel camera. So what this Samsung camera will do, it will go and call this internal implementation. Okay, so now I hope everyone is clear with this. So now see normal. Now if I am not creating object for Samsung, so just here I am creating object for S20. So S20, S equals to new S20. So now I am giving S dot camera. So now this camera is normal method. So now this camera is normal method and it is applicable, and this camera is applicable only for S20. So this camera is applicable only for S20. So now this camera is like a local. So now this camera is like a local. So it is applicable only for this S20. Okay. So now it is applicable only for S20. Okay. Now it is applicable only for S20. But if I use a dynamic binding here, so now I just created here S20. Now the Samsung is calling the S20 mobile. So now what is the next step I am doing here? I am creating another class. I am creating another class with the help of the S9. So now here what I am doing? So S9 extends Samsung. So here also I'm using the same method. So public void camera. So now here I'm giving some 32 megapixel. So here I'm using the which megapixel? Here I'm using the 32 megapixel. So S9 is also extending Samsung. Now here what I'm doing? Just I'm taking the same object. So S equals to new S9. So S equals to new S9. S equals to new S9. So S dot camera. So camera is a which method here? So the camera is a abstract method. Coming from which class? Samsung class only. So this camera is also coming from Samsung class. This camera is also coming from Samsung class. If I call to the S20 according to the S20 operation, it will perform. If I call to the S9 according to the S9 operation, it will perform. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear. So if I am not using this concept, so what I have to do? So S20, S equals to new S20. So S dot camera. So again I have to create object for S9. So again S1 dot camera. So two objects we have to create. So if I create two objects, so definitely my memory will waste. So if I create only one object, so we can save our memory. So we can save our memory as well as my data will be secured. So here, why my data will be secured? So always my data is coming from which class? Samsung class only. So always my data is coming from Samsung class only. For both S20 and for both S9. From where I am giving the access? From the Samsung only I am giving my access. Why? Here, whenever you are running. So where my access is coming? My access is coming from this Samsung and my access is coming from the camera. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear with this concept. So now I hope so everyone is able to clear with this concept. So this is called the abstraction. So hiding this internal implementation. So hiding this internal implementation and just showing the camera function to the user. How the camera is working? So just we can see. So how that camera is internally performed. So that internal we cannot see. So who will see that internal implementation means? So only the programmer. So only the programmer will see the internal implementation. So always the user will not see that internal implementation. Okay. So now I hope everyone is clear with this abstraction concept. So now everyone after watching this video, so everyone is able to clear with this concept, na? So just message me. So based on your understanding, so I will do some modifications in this abstraction concept. Okay. So after watching the video, so everyone has to reply to me. So whether you able to understand this abstraction concept or not. So whether everyone is able to understand this concept means, so I will go some more modifications in this concept. Okay. Thank you.